Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of Afternoon Adventures. We have some incredible adventures in store for you again this week. This week's sponsor are my friends over at No H2O On Demand. Their convenient and waterless system means your car can be washed or detailed anywhere, anytime they come to you. They also offer sanitation packages. Check them out at noh2o.com or on the App Store to book your appointment. Okay, it's time for another adventure.
As the president of Books in a Blanket, I make blankets, I sort books and give speeches, and I help write grants.
My sister Harper and I wanted to do a family project, and we knew that some of the kids at our school didn't have many books or blankets at their house, so we decided to start Books in a Blanket.
Once we had the idea for Books in a Blanket, we started sending emails and talking to people, and then we started collecting books and making blankets, and then we bought crates to put the books and blankets in to make it look like a little library for each kid.
We learned along the way that not to get discouraged when people say no to you, whether we're fundraising or just asking people if they'd like to help us.
So to date, we have given over 80,000 books to kids, and our goal for this year is to have given over 100,000 books to kids.
We have 3 main ways of giving books to kids. Our first way is giving every kid in the school 5 books and a blanket.
The second way is putting 15 books and a blanket in bags and giving the bags to some kids at public elementary schools.
And our third way is to distribute them through organizations like Easter Seals, Habitat for Humanity, and food banks. Last year, the books went to College Station Bryan, Hearn, Navasota, Brenham, the food bank, Easter Seals, Habitat for Humanity, and other organizations locally and around the world.
With Books in a Blanket, I have learned several things along the way. I have learned how to give speeches, how to talk on the radio and on TV.
We want to make a difference in these kids' lives, and we knew that sometimes the kids don't have many books or blankets at their house, so we want them to have that. If you would like to help with Books in a Blanket, you can donate books, new blankets, or just donate at booksinablanket.com.
Hi, I'm Harper and I am 16 years old. I'm going to tell you about a nonprofit that my sister Maggie and I started when we were 7 and 9 years old. Our project is called Books in a Blanket. Books in a Blanket gives books and blankets to kids in elementary schools who might not have them. We've been doing this project for about 8 years. What we do is we collect used books from people in our community and new blankets that people either make for us or that we buy, and we collect them all year round. Then we count all our books, we sort them by grade level, and we make sure that they are okay to give to schools. We sort our blankets and make sure that the students will like them. Then we contact schools and see if they would like to receive books and blankets from us. Whenever we contact the schools, we make sure that they're a school where every kid can benefit from books and a blanket. This means that every single child in the school will get to pick out 5 books and a blanket. They have big school assemblies, often led by students, maybe in the higher grade levels, and the kids will get to pick out their own books that they will like. We have given over 120,000 books to kids in need. Books are really important. Maggie and I have loved books. We grew up with lots of books to read, and we want the same for everyone. That's why we decided to start our project. We knew that not every kid has access to books. You know, most schools do have a library, but it's hard when you can only check out a few books at a time. What if you want to read more, but you don't have any books? That's why we started our project. We knew that it could help other people, and we knew that was something that we were able to do. We think books are so great that we thought that we would show you how to make one of your own during our time in quarantine.
Hi everybody, my name is Maggie and I'm with Books in a Blanket. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own book. You only need 3 materials for this project. Some colored paper, some notebook paper, and a stapler. The first thing to do is take your colored paper, one piece, and set it down. And then put your notebook paper on top. Next, sandwich the other piece of colored paper on top. So that way you have layers: colored paper, notebook paper, and colored paper. Staple this together. Please be careful when using a stapler. Now, you can decorate your book and write anything you want to inside. You could write a story, you could write a letter, you could make up something, or it could be about your life. If you want to make a smaller book, take your colored paper, you'll only need 1 piece if you're going to make a smaller book. Fold it in half, like this. And then crease it along the edges so the top is smooth. And cut along the edge that you just made. Now you have 2 smaller pieces of colored paper. If you want it to be even smaller, repeat the same process of folding, creasing, and cutting. After you've done that, take notebook paper and place it onto one of your pieces and sandwich it again. If you don't have a stapler, you could always use tape, or you could hole punch and tie string. Be creative.
One of the key reasons that my sister Maggie and I started our nonprofit, Books in a Blanket, was that we could show kindness to others. We were in elementary school when we started our project, but even at a young age, everyone is able to show kindness in some way. Did you know that kids can do extraordinary things? One girl raised over $7,000 to help protect gorillas. Isn't that amazing? Another girl raises money to grant wishes to people in nursing homes. 2 boys raised $80,000 to protect birds in the Galapagos Islands. If you would like to read about kids who have done incredible projects, check out the Gloria Barron Prize for Young Heroes. These are kids who might be your age, and even still, they have been able to find wonderful ways to help people. Starting our project at such a young age was not easy all the time, but we asked for help, and we thought of ideas of what could make our project better. Like if we would give to a whole school or just certain kids in the school. Maggie was only 7 years old when we had the idea to start Books in a Blanket. What ideas do you have that could help someone else? Maybe help animals or the environment? Maybe you could help your teachers at school some way. It doesn't have to be big, but it helps to make plans. We made lots of plans when we were first starting our project. Not every idea comes perfectly at first, but you'll get there if you work really hard. You want to know if your idea will be helpful to others. And that's why we created our nonprofit, because we knew that it would be helpful to other kids. And you can be helpful in some way too.